Of course.
And we're not muted. Welcome, everybody, to another Monday night here at Proficiency Bonus. As we seem to have somewhat escaped the normal forgetfulness of your Dungeon Master, me, Matthew. Hello. Before we jump too far into things, a couple of quick shouts. Big thank you to Streamlabs and Twitch for partnering up with us, letting us do this crazy crap for you multiple nights. Well, hell, just about every night during the week we got something going on here at Proficiency Bonus. Our favorite Northern Canadian, well, I don't know if they're Northern Canadian, but north to us here in Canada, Little Dragon Corp. If you toss in chat ! Little Dragon, we'll give you a link to their dice as Sarah holds up their website. A link to their site as Sarah holds up their dice. And yes, the Dungeon Master is already there tonight, so we're just gonna have a beverage. Don't forget to use the discount code PROBONUS. Get yourself 10% off your order. They deliver anywhere in this planet. Once we offer interstellar delivery, I'm sure they'll be on top of that too, so definitely check it out. Also, !CCG for Cardboard Castle Games. They are south of the border, based out of Evans, Georgia. And you can see them for all manner of tabletop stuff, Magic the Gathering, Pokemon. Yes, I said that just to irritate someone, and I'm pretty sure he's probably listening at this point, so I am talking about your Pokemon's cards.
Okay, Grandpa.
That hurt me, too.
I took 2 points of psychic damage.
So, with that, before my players, kill me, let's go ahead and jump into what happened last time. Our party has been poking around their new establishment as they sort of broke apart and started looking around. A couple of our group went and checked out areas upstairs, exploring the basically the bunk room for any additional employees they may choose to bring on, as well as finding a strange a strange them is it's not often you would see a large circular stone room on the second floor of a wooden building. But within there is sort of almost like bowl-shaped bottom with a small circle of some sort of liquid at the middle of it. As Sarah and Lydia went downstairs and were poking around on the first floor. One of them checking out the basement. Really didn't have a good time down there. Came right back up, checking out the stock room. Eventually running into a couple of goblins and a very heavily wrapped and shrouded individual. As Lydia managed to calm the two goblins down after they took a couple of shots at her, and eventually one of them took off running. Combat ensued. There was some Benny Hill-esque occurrences going on involving a bear and a goblin just, running a trail into the ground outside, and a small halfling slowly carving a hole in the middle of somebody's hand. Our party eventually managed to get this individual tied up. Combat has seemingly ended. Snow Moon, who was once again unfortunately knocked unconscious but has been brought back to consciousness by his compatriots, is on his feet. And so the story is told. Leave it to the group of you who are currently I believe, Furia, you still have the goblin on the back of your head?
I think I held person him and proceeded to start to tie him up right as the game ended.
Okay. Can't remember if we rolled it. That's a 2 either way. So yeah, if he didn't make a saving throw, he failed anyway, so easy enough for you to get that one tied up as well. So you now have these two individuals tied up. What are your plans?
I'll ask the goblin that I just finished tying up. You said you were hired. Who hired you?
Let me just check real quick. Hold person here. I don't
Think we can
know.
make it.
Is
I
it
would.
global
After I
or-
thought I would tied him up, I would have released it because he can't speak.
Okay. Then go ahead and I'll say make a sleight of hand check with advantage, as he is currently paralyzed, so he really can't do much for you trying to tie him up.
The best I got was 15.
Oh, okay, perfect. So, as you're talking, you can see this person is definitely like twisting, trying to pull and trying. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be having any luck to get those ropes any looser. And just and points over at the heavily shrouded individual.
How much did he pay you?
Did he get it open?
I don't believe so. But how much did he pay you to come and break into our home?
Your home? You don't look like I was here.
We live here now.
Look, you can see he looked over at the individual and saw the other one. Huh. We told one guy here have it whole thing built one day. Just big safe. And again, trying to sort of gesture towards the other individual. Takes half. Me and hey, where Gleek? Me and Gleek take other half.
I look over at Artemis.
Oh, yes. Sorry. What?
Would I know the Goblin Lord? I mean, God of Goblins.
Go ahead
Is
and
there
make
one?
a religion check. Yes, there is.
Oh dear.
Gleek's kind of all over the foyer.
Oh my god, I ruined it. I got a nat 20 and that'll be the only one I rolled for the entire night. So, F.
Okay, so as you are
That's a
listening to
20.
this and start trying to think of some way to, as you know what you have to tell this individual,
Can't believe I rolled that.
you have heard of the Mighty One or the High Chieftain,
Okay.
Maglubiet.
Oh god.
I am going. Oh, are you in Roll20? I know you said you're having some.
Yeah, I'm not in roll 20. Do you want me to be?
Okay. You don't have
I
to
can
be.
be.
There's.
Okay.
I know you're having technical, so just bear with me a second. Sorry, folks. I'm just grabbing my old telephonic device. Oh, yeah. No, I don't want to have to send myself another invite there.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, no worries. I was gonna paste in there, and then I realized that you probably weren't there, so it's.
I mean, if you paste it into Roll20, we can then paste it into here.
Oh god.
Oh, that would have required intelligence. So it is now in Discord for you.
Okay.
So, with a nat 20 on that, I will toss you some bonus information. You know that this god is the chief god of goblins, hobgoblins, as well as I guess I'll call it a. So think of it sort of almost like a demigod, or basically a divine servant of the former god Bane.
Huh.
So you're saying
Damn,
that
I learned a
God
lot.
is a necessary evil.
Molded by it.
I'm gonna
And-
turn to the I'm sorry. Yes.
And I'll let you know, and you would know definitively, Bane is literally as bad as they came.
Oh.
Deity of fear, hatred, and tyranny.
Oh dear.
So you're pretty sure that, this goblin god serving as a divine servant of the god of fear, hatred, and tyranny is probably,
Well, I was going
not
to
as
hope
kind as
tell him that
caring as Vecna would be.
Oh dear. Not caring is back. Oh dear. Okay. Well, I was going to tell the little guy that his friend was in the arms of Magubiat, but that on second thought, that might not be so consoling, as one previously thought, because he's with his old family now. You know, the ones that have passed on already. He's finding comfort in their grasp. I'll tell the goblin.
He just sort of looks down. Again, as much as he can sort of shirk down a little bit with these ropes around, then sort of looks up.
Yeah.
Damn it. I get half.
Oh dear.
Well, it would if you weren't tied up and looking at a bear lady.
Yeah.
You can tell he seems to have sort of checked out. Now he's just actively trying to squirm again, trying to find a way to get out of this thing. Still does not appear to be having any real luck. So
Do you think he's evil? I'll ask Vera. Do you think he's evil? I think I got a spell for that.
Well, he did break into a house and intending to break into a vault and steal money.
That's not evil. Maybe he wants to feed his family. And do you think we should offer him employment? First
No.
employee? Okay.
Am I
don't
hearing
want to
this
kill him.
conversation from where I am?
Yeah, are the rest of us
Probably.
here?
Yeah.
You're
I'm not
probably
making sure that-
there might be 10 feet. So unless Liddy's actively trying to whisper, you guys are
No.
probably hearing this, as well as the other individual who is tied up with a. You can see that the other one tied up looks to be getting a little lightheaded, as there is just blood pouring from a good probably 1.5 to 2 inch borehole in their hand.
Oh. Can I make a medicine check to try to stop the bleeding?
If you'd like to.
That was
Yeah,
my audio lagged on the intro. That was the one that was tied up right in front of me, right?
Right, that's
And
the one that
we just took off the shawl, basically.
yeah, you guys started to
Okay.
unwrap
The
them
one that
where
stabbed
we had
you?
ended that.
Yeah, the colorful hair and the brand.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's only 12.
Oh, okay. You manage again to wrap it up a little bit. This individual is, you can see, doesn't seem to have a whole lot of fight left in them.
Okay.
Even as you're looking up, any of you, even with just passive insight or passive perception, would notice this. The eyes are almost rolling back into the head. It just seems like this person's a little worse for wear. You don't think there was much. Had Granny kept going, this person would not still be with us.
Mm.
How are you feeling, Snow Moon?
I'm all right. And then to the one right in front of us, I'm gonna say, "Who are you, and how did you find this house?"
Just sort of looks over, and again, that same sort of almost glazed, dazed look on the face. People notice when something just appears out of thin air in a single day. Especially when it is then built, furnished, and everyone leaves.
Who left?
The man. The one wearing the. Tries to pull the arm up and can't.
Yeah.
The man in the dark robes. The tree trunk. Probably 7 foot tall, 3 feet wide. More muscle than brain. And a stoneworker.
And who are you? You still haven't answered my question.
I'm the one they sent to lighten the proverbial load.
They.
Yes. Just say I have tasks to complete. In order to pay a debt.
Well, this house and the money inside it belongs to us.
This gives a very slight nod.
You also did try and did succeed in stabbing one of us.
Says you.
It looks down at the ground. At the headless goblin. As
Oh, that wasn't me.
after you obliterated the skull of one of my friends,
After
I'd
you
say
broke
we're even.
into our home.
Who is they?
Shalnaxi.
Can you spell that, please?
SzarlnAxi.
That's a mouthful.
Probably elfish.
Who is Zarnarlaxi exactly?
Individual just sort of looks down to the ground. You'll kill me if I tell you.
I feel like we might kill you if you don't.
Ooh.
Yes.
I feel like you might kill me whether I do or don't. Already shown yourselves to kill first and speak after, so...
Not everybody.
No, only a
I-
third of the people in the room.
I promise. Art will put their hands behind their back.
Go ahead and make a, I'm assuming Art is crossing their finger, so I'm going to say make a deception check on this one.
No, they are completely truthful, actually.
Okay, go ahead and make a persuasion check.
They're just not a good liar. Okay.
I wasn't looking at you.
I know. Well, 11.
Okay, so they're at you. And this individual looks directly at you, Art. So I have your word as spokesman for this group that if I provide this information, me and my friend walk.
I give a long look to each member of my party.
Yes, you do. I think this information is more important than revenge.
Especially Granny.
He stabbed Snow Moon.
Someone's still alive. It's fine.
I popped
Walk
the
it off,
head
no
of one
moon.
of them. Fine. Is Granny truthful? Is Granny trustful? How many Werther's original does she put on this?
Oh my god.
I give a cookie to the goblin.
What does
Okay,
that
there you
mean?
go.
You're bribing him.
He drops it because he doesn't
Yeah,
have
he's
a
a-
hand.
He's completely
Slowly
restrained.
put
It's
it
like,
into his mouth.
Oh
Oops.
dear.
Oh my gosh.
eventually, they look back over at the group of and Art looking directly at you. Seems we have an accord.
Of some sort.
They are followers of Shah that reside in Dragon Spear Castle to the north of here. The group name comes from the I suppose you can call him the founder. A noble who brought them all together to devote themselves to Shah. Eh, moved to the castle, not sure when, but originally they were from Baldur's Gate. That is where we ended up getting involved with them.
Did they know that the house sprung up overnight if they were in Baldur's Gate?
No, that's where they were from originally. They
Oh, okay.
are in the castle.
And now they're in the
actively.
castle. Okay, sorry
Yes.
about that. Yeah.
But even that, the castle is a good ways away, but
It was here. Great.
they seem to know things. That is why. I sort of looked out a little. That's why I am in the situation I am
Mm.
And what are you?
Fine.
Just thieves?
So
That was my question.
in. Just sort of looking, get a little bit of a half grin on their face. Let us just say that I have a number of skills which are useful.
It's one of them
And
being a host in a hotel.
Ye old Liam Neeson!
Yes.
I have not heard of a Hotel Liam Neeson, but
Oh, okay.
But I really have to decline once our business is concluded. I must return to the castle and do what I can.
Hmm.
Will you be in trouble or suspicious once you come back empty handed?
Maybe you should just run for it.
I don't have that option.
I'm sorry.
Sorry. They were trying to steal from us.
Stealing is better than murder.
I mean, they did give us some information.
Only because we caught them.
And they might do worse to him when he goes back, so there's
True.
some sort of compassion warranted.
Mm. What? What were you looking to find here?
They send us out to find coin. Once enough is procured, the service will be ended. the reward given.
And how much are you looking for?
Looks down at the body on the ground. Do not need quite as much now, but 100,000 gold to settle the debt.
Hmm.
Oh boy.
It's a
Lydia.
lot of debt. It's hard
Yes.
to imagine what somebody could have done to earn that much
Come
enmity.
with me.
Well, perhaps debt is not the correct term.
I-
Perhaps ransom?
Some for what? Who?
Seems to happen to us a lot.
They have my family.
Oh no.
I'm gonna gesture for Lydia to follow me, and I'm gonna head towards the back of the bellhop desk, whatever we're calling it,
Okay.
into
I
that
will-
little room.
I'll look over the fellow and go one moment and kind of slowly back towards Granny.
Oh boy.
Lean down very far.
Come help me with this. And I'm
Oh,
gonna lead
right.
Lydia over to the safe.
Okay.
Mm.
I will
I'm
follow.
gonna get open.
Again, you
Is
feel
there
that same
anything-
sort of. You feel that same little bit of a tingle to your fingers when you touch, but it opens right up for you.
Okay. How much did we say was in hereabouts?
5,000.
5,000.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Is that what we have about that one person too, right? Because
Oh,
that's
you guys,
5,000 now.
you guys probably have a good deal more than that between the group of you.
Yeah.
Just about
Okay.
every one of you
Just a bag
loaded
of-
up your pockets before you
I
left.
Right,
believe
okay.
I emptied the bag of holding,
Okay. Yeah.
so we have
Okay.
a lot in there.
Yeah.
Just wondering. All right. That's fine.
Yeah, you probably a bag of holding. What kind of bag of holding hold? I want to say it was like. I know we did the math out. I want to say it was like
It was-
20,000 or
No,
25,000.
it was 17,000 in the bag of holding because
Okay.
we had other stuff in there.
Yeah, 17,000
Okay.
plus. You guys probably. I think I said each one of you could carry another like 3 grand on your person.
Yeah.
Yes.
I got 5.
Oh,
I
fu-
think 5 for the bigger ones, 3 for the
Oh,
little
for the big one. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
I didn't
a
want to be
couple of you had.
dishonest.
Yeah, a couple of you had like stupid strong and large. So
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't want to be dishonest. So.
No,
Okay.
that's-
And
So.
I only took about 1,000.
Yeah.
Oh. All right. I'll lean towards Granny and be like, "What do you need? Do you want me to do something?"
Well, the safe I think is magic, because it
Mm.
tingles. So I'm wondering if you could pick it up and bring it to them.
Or them. Okay. Gotcha. I will try to pick up the safe.
Okay, as you reach down and touch it, it's heavy.
Mhm.
But again, you get that same sort of sensation that Sarah's been getting. Where you reach out and touch it, it's almost like static electricity across your hands. It's just a little bit of a tingle, but that's it. Go ahead and make a strength check for me. This is a big, thick metal box.
What'd you make? What'd you do?
Guys, I did again. I rolled a nat 20. For the stupidest thing
Oh.
ever. Lifting this. I rolled a nat 20.
I'm glad if it was a nat 1, you would have thrown out your hip.
Why? Why?
So, yeah, Lydia has no problem just hoisting this thing up. Again, sort of because Sarah has opened it, you basically have it
Yeah.
propped up, the opening against your chest and stomach. The door sort of
Okay.
swinging out to one side as you're walking out with it. It's awkward as all hell if you've ever tried to lift a large safe, but
Yeah, that's true. Guys, I blew it. Anyway, okay, so put it down in front of the robot individual.
While that was happening, I would have insight checked.
Yeah, I
his
was gonna do the
statement
same
about
thing,
his
so
family.
you can.
okay, go ahead and make an insight check. All right, anything you'd be doing as Sarah has dragged Lydia away? And-
Honestly, probably taking stock of the money in my own pack.
Okay.
Nothing too exciting.
I also rolled a net 20, so that's a 23.
Oh my gosh! Oh my
What?
god!
That's awesome.
We're using it all at the beginning.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
We're gonna go into combat and just roll 2s.
Don't jinx
And
it!
what'd you roll, Maddie?
A 9.
Okay.
There we go!
So,
Just kidding.
Maddie, very difficult to read for you. They look truthful, but you're just. There's something they broke in your house. You're just.
They
You have that
stabbed you.
little. You've got a little bit of reservations behind it. Furia, you are convinced that these people are being fully upfront with you.
Okay. Now, Lydia, put it down. Put right,
Oh.
right. There you go. Thank you, dear.
Anytime, Granny.
Go
So,
look at the.
yeah, I would get in this, well, very close to this person's face, and maybe there's another solution to get your family out of there.
They were so slightly just.
Well, you say that now, after I have Lydia bring the entire safe out here.
You left without telling us where you were going.
I mean, she's a strong a person. I'm sure she can bring it back if need be.
Safe and. No, this is canon now. Safe lives here.
The individual just sort of cocks your head and looks over at you, Furia. What are you thinking?
Well, there's quite a few of us with various talents. I mean, you've experienced a point over at Granny's firsthand. You might have
Did
saw
you really
nature
have to
around your
go
friend.
there with that?
Yeah.
He looks at the
Speaking of that,
at the
Lyd-
bandaged
Lydia,
hand that Lydia tied up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Perhaps some whew, for that.
Yeah, it's Granny that did all the damage. Not me.
Again, the foyer, the brains. It looks like JFK was in here.
Oh goodness.
Who's that?
Jonathan Francis
Kennington!
Kennington.
Oh my god.
But the individual turns and looks back. Huh. True halfling, I see. You know your history.
Uh,
I love this. This is
You
wonderful.
don't go as many years as I do without knowing history and living through it.
Especially Kennedy.
oh dear. So, why is your family being held, sir? Them.
They were looking for people to do their bidding and decided the best way to get said people was to take hostages. Seems to have worked for them so far. Out of the 100,000 they demanded from me for my family's release, they've gotten 17,482 gold so far.
Oh dear. What was this fellow's name with the green hair again?
You haven't asked?
I'm sorry, what's your name, sir? Them. I'm not sure we ever called your name in the beginning of this whole exchange.
You did not.
Would you
Was,
care to share with us?
Let us see where this leads first, and then we will decide if our goals are aligned or if I am just walking away.
Do you have a nickname? I'll just call you Greenhead. I think that's green hair. Something. So should we listen to old Green Hair?
I believe him.
Do you think it's worth our time looking into this tower of a dragon home?
I think it's worth having a valuable employee.
Wait, now this guy you want to employ, but not the goblin? I'm so confused.
We can employ multiple people.
Are you goblinist?
Goblinist? Is that a word?
No.
Can be. You can do many things with language.
No.
I look at the goblin, I'll ask him, so where do you think you'll go after this?
What? Just looks over and gestures at the other one. I travel with the package deal.
Oh, is your family taken too?
Huh?
I wish I had paddle right now.
Was your family taken too?
No.
Oh. Okay.
Do you
Well, yes. You took family.
Oh. Oh.
Gestures over at Green Heron. Still have some family, but you have family.
Hmm.
Now, do you think it's possible that a breakout could happen? Or is it a complete lost cause for that?
Say who?
Is it possible to break your family out?
I don't know. I've not had the strength to stand up to them. I do this because it is what is safest for my family.
Well,
True.
we are planning to take a trip in a short while, and we would be passing right through, so I mean... While we're there, maybe we can make something happen.
You are braver than I.
Yup.
I give a dark look over at Lydia.
Later, Lydia.
I'm just wondering if there's a way we could get in, you know, break some people out and get out. It doesn't have to come to, you know, castle-wide death.
I have never gone in any way other than through the front gates, but should you find a way to get in unnoticed, typically you can find the people they are holding in the southern tower. They tend to make their own quarters in the northern.
And do you live there, or do you just stop by to pick up and drop off tasks?
Depending on my time of arrival, I do have a bed on the lower floor of the North Tower. But it is not so much home, it is more, if I arrive after a long travel, I will sleep and then depart on the next one. I spend no more time than needed. As the coin and their freedom is all that matters to me.
Well, unfortunately, we don't have as much money as you need. But I'm thinking we can give you some stuff to help you on your way. And you never know, something might happen over at Dragonspear Castle.
If you can safely aid them, I would not be ungrateful for it.
Sarah, was it really necessary to take the whole safe out here? Couldn't you just grab what was inside it?
I
Usually that's how safes work, right? Am I getting this wrong?
well, I needed Artemis because it's magic, and I thought maybe it's magic in the way that maybe if we open and then close the door, it would do that thing from the stories where it would spill more money out if we all wished hard enough.
But Artemis can go into room with safe? Much easier than safe come out of room? I do not understand.
The drama was what I was looking for.
What stories are you talking about?
It's too late for this sort of thing.
The ones where, clap if you believe in fairies, and if you
There are
open the door 3
pixies.
times a certain way, like more of an item.
All right.
comes
We're
out.
getting a little off track here, everyone.
Lydia, maybe you should put the safe back in the office.
Maybe Snowman can put the seat back in the office. My back kind of hurts.
Okay, sure.
Small people are getting off track.
I'll pick up the safe and
So go ahead and make a strength check for me.
carry it back.
Are you okay? You were.
What is my...
The snow moon is still, a little bit of blood trailing out. He's
15.
Oh, okay. You managed to get it up. It is not nearly as graceful as it was with Lydia walking it out. As the group you watch, as he crouches down, gets a good grip on it, you see him eventually pick it up, and you hear like of his knees creaking as he straightens up.
Perhaps I should have done that for him. That's okay.
He is still stabbed.
Oh, this is heavier than I thought it was.
I'm gonna look around to the rest of people in the room. So, well, maybe we can give up a couple gold or so to help this man out and set him on his way.
Sure, bring the safe back.
No,
Snowmoon,
just
we're gonna
take
give him
the
some gold
stuff
instead.
out of the safe.
I was kidding.
I
I was kidding.
I
And
hope so.
Snowman, you are experiencing the same thing, but not for the first time for you. Is when you picked up
Yeah.
the safe, you're getting that weird sort of tingle. Doesn't hurt.
Okay.
It's just noticeable.
I
Yes,
don't want to
I'll walk back into the hall, like shaking my hands, like, what was that?
Well, that's the thing I wanted Artemis to look at, because
Oh,
Too late.
Am I okay to start undoing these people?
I think we should de-weaponize them and search them.
Why?
I'm assuming you de-weaponed them when you tied them up, but you didn't really go.
We did. We
You
did. kick
tied them
away
up, so you didn't. It's not like you've been rummaging through their
yeah,
pockets.
I remember that I took the blade out of his hand and like threw it against
Yeah.
the wall pretty violently, so I do
Okay.
remember
You,
that. I'm
you
assuming
underestimate my smartness.
that.
I also disarmed
Oh, that sucks.
Okay,
Lydia,
Okay,
you
I'll-
want to steal from the person of these people
I'm
who
not
came to steal
stealing.
us.
I'll kind of
I
like,
wanted to see if they had weapons on them before they, just in case. I don't know. I was trying to be precautious.
I'll kind of like quietly turn to Furia when she asks that. Like, do you think that's a good idea?
I don't think we have any reason to take more things from these people. They're already in a bad plight.
Okay. I guess so.
I'll start on untying the colorful man.
Oh, okay. Eventually, untying, you can see that. So eventually, you get them untied and start rubbing their wrist a little bit. Just keep looking at their hand.
And do not
Oh.
try to steal from us again.
Don't think he can.
Well, there are more than one person living here now.
Starts slowly walking over towards the door a little bit. Are you untying the goblin as well?
If I have time, if nobody beats me to it, then that's the next thing I would do.
I guess I would have gone over to the goblin while she was untying.
Okay. Sorry, we have lost our cleric for a moment.
The computer froze.
Okay. Sorry, don't mind the weird. Gotta love my Discord screen, folks. So you can see a
Yes,
dancing, moving
still
right
here.
along. Oh. You want?
I guess Art would like start counting out.
Maybe like 100 gold.
Oh, okay.
Artemis.
What? You're not seeing me count this out. You can't do anything about it. I'm tiny. I can't carry a bunch of things. I'm poor. Ruffles my hair. Look. I'm so disheveled.
I would count out 1,000 gold for my own
God!
pocket, and because I know how much is in the bag of holding, and I know that they're full. So, I would count that much out and
Okay.
put it in a baggie, cloth handkerchief, something like that, and I would give it to him.
I will go to the kitchen and do a little hobo sack of food.
Ha!
I am not going to take any gold
Okay.
and offer it to him.
So you got 1,100.
See, I'm the good one now.
You're the good little one.
I'm just kidding, it's fine.
Sorry, folks, just sitting, Sarah's just trying to get her stuff working. Hey, we got her back. Okay, I can stop texting.
Yay!
Okay, so forget
Okay,
our pictures are messed up at the moment, but it'll be back once,
I'm on my phone, so
oh, okay. So our
I'm
pictures
just
gonna
gonna
be...
hang here until my internet comes back on. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
It's okay.
So we're a little sideways, and you got me twice. This is just creepy. Now you know how I do the secret of the
You
floating
do not
heads.
need 2 mats.
We've already got 2 mats.
Well,
no.
3?
Come play with us, Danny.
Oh gosh.
Wait, is this really doing it backwards? Hold on. I guess. If I turn this... Oh, my word. If I turn this way and look up a little bit, I can talk... Well, no, because in my other picture, I'll be looking up. But if I look over this way, I'm talking to myself.
Oh, this is weird.
You're telling me. So,
Oh my god.
now that we are completely off the
Parent
bloody
trap.
rails here. What are you doing over there? Stop it! Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know why I find that so freaking stupid funny.
Episode just devolves into this.
And it's all Sarah's fault.
Oh, sorry, guys.
Okay, so we've got Furia's donating 1,100. Furia's donating 1,000. Artemis is donating 100. Sarah's making some food. Snow Moon is just there. Lydia, you said you wanted to donate some as well?
Yes, I'll donate 500
Okay.
in the middle.
So eventually, you guys come together and give this individual 1,600 gold. Sarah comes back with a little hobo pack of food. Hobo pack for one or for two? Are you feeding both of them, or?
Big enough for both of them.
Okay.
So like
So.
one like
Yeah.
overstuffed one, Granny Tupperware sort of.
You're leaving Granny's house and you're taking food to last you at least a little while, whether you want to or not.
We have 32 lasagnas and everybody gets one.
Eventually, you get a little bit of a curt nod from this person as they're looking over. As they're sort of looking back and forth between the group of you. I am off to drop a payment. I appreciate it. As this will at least buy me to the next job. And we'll see what happens, but I will advise that we cleaned out what was there, but had to bid a hasty retreat as the owner returned, so hopefully that will prevent them from sending anyone else. I cannot guarantee anything, though.
I'm sorry about the hand, and if you drop by in future and we're around, or at least one of us is, stop by for a meal. Maybe we'll have more for you if we don't take care of the castle first.
Then let us know who you are, so we don't freak out.
As the two of them, the goblin and this individual, start walking towards the door.
Wait, can I heal him?
Much. You are more than welcome to if you'd like to.
Sure, I'll cure wounds him level 1. Sorry, I gotta roll for that. For that's good. 11 points of healing.
Okay. As thank you. That is appreciated. And I suppose that at this point it can't hurt. And you watch as this individual, the face, the shock of green hair, just everything about this individual starts to fade. And it almost looks like they're being whitewashed or bleached out. As they slowly go from this marked green-haired individual, the hair starts to just droop and fall almost to the side, and then seems almost to merge into their skin as their entire body turns this almost like paper white color.
Artemis, what is he doing?
This is a good question. Can I do an arcana?
Certainly. Go ahead and make an arcana check for me.
Alright, let's see if I'm gonna switch dice. I'm gonna switch dice. Well, 18. It's not too bad.
Okay. So you have heard or read about people and creatures, and you've seen some that are able to change their appearance. The ones you've met, mainly like Furia and some of the others you've run into, are able to change their forms into animals. You think that what you're dealing with here is a changeling. Someone who can change into other people. And as you watch as this just sort of very almost like mannequin-esque body is standing in front of you. My name is Mina. And should I come see you again? Should I come as this? And you watch as their body changes. And literally from foot to neck, matching snow moon. This large white dragonborn. Furious face with Art's hair.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Perhaps you would know me if I came as this. And then as quick as they appeared, revert back to their other appearance.
That's so cool. It's like me, but with people, not animals.
Well, I mean,
I can
yes,
change into people
the
too.
bear.
Yeah.
Yes,
do other
I can
animals.
only impersonate people I have seen.
Mm.
I can only do animals I have seen, so cool. I
And
like
I
then-
can change into anyone I want, guys. And be 3 feet shorter. Look at that.
Yes, I cannot change my height more than a little bit, but... And then once more, just goes back to that sort of shock of green hair. I travel this way as it is easier, but and then you watch as they've changed a couple of times, holds up the hand, takes the bandage off, and there's no hole in the hand anymore.
Oh, wow.
Until the next time, I suppose. And please don't, if you do something, and don't let my family know.
Of course not.
This is
Okay.
the only way they've ever seen me.
Alright.
And with that, they reach down and sort of arm around their little goblin friend, and the two of them take off out into the out onto the tradeway.
Hey, I'm gonna just try to switch back then. Be right back.
Oh, okay. Well, why don't we do this? It's a couple of minutes. It's about 9:10. It's a little earlier than usual. Oh, she's already gone. But why don't we go ahead and we will jump and take our break here. This way we can give Sarah a few minutes to get her stuff back together. We can top off our drinks and all that fun stuff. We'll be back in maybe 3, 5, 7 minutes, somewhere in that ballpark. So those of you hanging out with us, thank you for being around. We'll be back in just a few moments to see what happens next. Our party has managed to remove the thieves from their new home, albeit by paying them a somewhat substantial sum, but hey, all's fair in love and, rescuing your family. So we will be back in just a few moments. Thank you, everyone, and don't go anywhere. Sorry about that, viewers at home. I put on our countdown instead of our commercial. We are still on break, but we'll be back in a few moments. It is September 2020, and we need something to keep our minds off this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we return back to Faerun, as we have departed the lands of whatever we were just talking about, only to have Sarah run away from us.
Yeah.
Sorry, the general said and the general called. Did you see?
I'm so confused. But we're back. Mina has departed and is on their way back to wherever they're going, and you are Macaulay Culkin now. So, for those who
You
might be
guys
too young
want-
to get that reference, that means you are home alone.
I know. Yes, I understood that. Do you guys want me to make that spell tomorrow? What am I trying to say? The magic one that'll protect the house.
Ah, yes.
Will it protect it for like days and days?
Won't. Let me see.
Because I mean,
It
if
will
we
protect
leave-
it. Oh wait, no, wait. Crap. What was it? This will inscribe a glyph that will release a magical effect once triggered, and it won't go off until the glyph is activated.
That sounds useful.
For example, I can explode it or put a spell in there. So I could put a spell. I could either have the person take damage, or I could put a spell in there that will tell us when someone goes across the way.
Threshold.
Well, I mean, if we know that somebody's entered, I mean, if we're far away, it doesn't really help.
I'm going to have them the spell will be sending and say, "Who are you and what are you doing here?" And then have them send back if that's something the DM will let me do, because I'm not sure how that would work.
Is there a way
Lydia,
to...
if
I'd
they're
say
breaking
sure.
in,
Okay.
they probably wouldn't respond.
That's true.
All right,
Isn't
we can
there-
explode them. Just thought I'd give you the option. Because
Well, just
you're
go-
you and I'm me.
catapult them back?
True, I could do a thunder wave and they could be pushed back 10 feet.
Oh, that is a spell.
Oh, speaking of runes and spell effects, we found some words upstairs. We don't know what they are. Maybe when we go up, to bed, we could all check it out, see if anybody knows what they say.
What? I've got there's some spooky ass basement downstairs that lights along the path once you walk on the stairs, and then it leads to this row of training dummies, and I eat it out of there, as they say in some places around Faerun.
Sarah, maybe you should spend some time down there, instead of live people.
I'm calm now.
Just got a little carried away with anger and all that.
Well,
Yeah,
if you
so-
feel you need to stab something, maybe, do it not on somebody alive.
Perhaps I shall.
Right, so we cleaning up this mess and burying this goblin body?
Sure.
I suppose so.
Or I can revive it.
It doesn't have a head.
Oh, never mind.
Do you
Um,
have...
I have revive prepared.
I mean, sort of, though I'm a little bit interested. What would happen if you tried to revive it?
I mean, it's been dead quite a long time. I mean,
I can't. Wait.
I think Revivify is a 1 minute turnaround.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, so he's been given the conversation,
Sorry.
everything going on.
I mean, and it,
Perhaps I should have thought of that earlier.
Perhaps we don't dabble in necromancy.
I could.
mm,
Tomorrow I
There-
could.
is there any reason to it here? on this
Well,
goblin?
Wolfen would say it's always good to dabble in necromancy.
Who's Molfin?
I hear he's some sort of god somewhere. I could animate him tomorrow.
I mean,
Perhaps
it takes a lot of energy to like do these things, right? Is that worth it?
Probably not, but I could.
This is
Okay.
ridiculous. I'm gonna go pick up the goblin and start walking outside with him.
Thank you, Feria.
Arch, maybe you could clean up the goop.
Yeah, sure, yeah, I'll do that.
I suppose, as much as I can, with shape water, because that's literally all I have, is if I can take control of said brain goop and just push it out.
Are you saying you want bloodbend? The
Yes!
corpse?
You could just put a mop on the floor and just
No, that
No.
sounds a lot more hardcore.
Anybody have a shovel?
There's the storage room. You're muted.
It had to happen eventually. Art, you are definitely able to over time to just again little bits of water and just to sort of mixing it in with the blood. Eventually, get it.
I'll create water.
And
Oh, now
I
it's even easier.
Whee!
I heard Furia, so I'll go check the storeroom, see if I can find a shovel.
Okay. Yeah, easy enough. Takes you all about 3 or 4 minutes, if that.
All right, yeah. So I'll head out with the shovel and
I'll
find Furia.
sprinkle some baking soda on the floor. Get the smell out.
I'll
what-
start digging a hole for the goblin.
Okay.
I would like to perform some rites to Zoran Lexi. No, I probably wouldn't. I'd probably summon something. Never mind.
I'm sorry. Perform rites to who?
Goblin.
No. Ooh, mug you biat.
Magubiat?
Sorry, I
Yes,
got my
the other name was the name of the.
Yeah, my hired trauma home. Sorry, I got our
Yeah.
names confused there.
Well, again, they initially said we're hired. You found out they're out doing these things to make money.
Right.
Basically, you all get the impression after speaking with this person for a little while that it's more, oh, this is an easy target.
Right.
Go get your coin and pay up.
Okay.
But yeah, easy enough. Takes Furia probably about an. Snowman, would you be helping dig as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, so between the two, you probably takes about a half an hour, maybe an hour, to dig down deep enough for a grave. Drop the body in, cover it back up. Are you doing anything for like any sort of a headstone or marker, or?
Yeah, whatever.
I
It's
probably
appropriate.
wouldn't, unless no one brought it up.
Wait, I'm sorry, Fear, what'd you say?
I probably wouldn't unless no one brought it up. I would just leave it.
I probably would.
Oh, okay. Okay, so Snowman, would you have brought anything up about marking it or no?
No, but I'll
Oh,
just.
okay. So yeah, about the time that they're done digging, placing, and covering back up, Lydia, you come out to perform your rites.
Mm-hmm.
And you are standing in front of a unmarked grave at the moment.
Would I know if like I want to kind of put like marker there, like just to exit with rocks, but like not if it's profane, you know. I don't want to do anything profane, but
Right.
if that didn't offend the god of goblins, then I would just put X there, just so
no,
I know where it
given
was.
that you nat 20'd your roll for your knowledge on this deity, you would know that this deity's like their emblem
Mm-hmm.
or their crest is a bloody axe. So you're pretty sure anything like stone, you're not gonna offend them with anything like that.
Okay, I'll just put like an X there just so we know. I know where it is
Okay.
and leave it there.
Making the nook shook on top.
Okay. So easy enough to do.
Then I'll follow him inside and go look at the door if that's what we want to do.
Okay. So Lydia's heading up to look at the door. Sigma, would you be going to check out the door as well?
Yes. Yeah.
And Snowmoon, how did you leave the safe when you put it back in the office? Would you have
didn't-
closed it, or?
I didn't say that I did, so I guess I left it as is.
Oh, okay. And then, I'm assuming, given you guys were just robbed, you probably would have closed and locked the front door, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so eventually you guys make your way upstairs. Lydia and Sarah, what languages do you speak?
Giant.
Halfling, common, thieves can't.
I think only giant and common.
Oh, okay.
Do furbolgs not have their own language?
Elvish too.
Yeah,
Elvish, common, giant.
Nope. Doesn't make. Neither of you recognize it either.
Okay.
Dang it! Does it look familiar to me at all? Or derivative of anything?
You're infernal, right?
In a manner of speaking, yes.
No, sorry, your languages.
Abysmal.
Yes.
Oh.
Abyssal.
Abyssal, not okay. Let me get that. Damn, look at something. Okay.
Oh no.
Let's see here.
It's a part of primordial language.
Okay. Okay, yeah, so it doesn't look like anything that you're recognizing.
Dang it. Okay.
You're good at writing, right, Art? Maybe you could copy it down and, on our travels we could figure out what it says.
For sure. Of course. Yes, they'll get out a couple scrolls of blank paper and try and copy down as best they can.
Okay, it's as you're looking directly, of course, try to open the window and close it out on yourself, because why not?
Whee!
Okay, so as you're actually looking at it, it's a very, I guess I'll call it a very sort of linear alphabet. So it's not difficult at all for you to copy these symbols down. It's not, to put it in things, it's not like trying to transcribe Tolkien Elvish. This is like very like, oh, this character looks like an X. This one looks like a, three sides of a square, like almost like a lowercase n, but it's all very straight and rigid lines. So it takes you probably about 5 or 10 minutes to copy everything down. But now you manage to have the exact inscription from the door.
Alright then. I guess I'll
Right.
tuck that safely away.
So, guys, did we lock the door to the portal room
I don't think so.
I think we're that. Yeah. Maybe we should do that before we go to bed.
All right.
And
Good idea.
Yes, that's a good idea.
Yeah,
then maybe
probably.
we should go to bed. It's been a long day.
Mhm.
Did we lock the door where those goblins and things came from?
We locked the front door when we came in.
Is there a back door? Should I look for that?
Oh, you hadn't noticed the back door yet. Sarah
I'll
was the only
look
one who
for
really
that.
poked it. Sarah was the only one who really poked around in the kitchen much and was looking at food and supplies and everything else and looking through cabinets. So
Oopsie. I'll look for a back door before going back up to my room.
I'll go down and unlock my lock on the the 4-key 5 lock door.
Okay, so are all 5 of you going down to lock up the door?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
So as everyone's down there, go ahead, Art, and make a. Guess we'll call this an investigation check as you're looking around the kitchen, trying to see if there is a back door anywhere.
Alright, I'm using the Little Dragon Corp, new, confetti, liquid, D20. Come on, y'all are a sponsorship. Okay. What check is it?
Investigation.
Okay.
Should be decent for you. That's intelligence based.
13?
Okay. So you are one of the first ones down. Immediately run over, put your lock in the door, and start poking around. You do manage to find a door, off in the basically on the far opposite wall from what we'll call the portal cabinet. That is currently locked, but you're pretty sure probably leads outside.
Okay.
But this has a rather large lock on the inside.
Okay. Can I just like quickly open it and check what's outside and then close it and lock it?
Sure. Turn. Basically, it's got like a padlock on the inside. So turn the key, unlock the thing, open the door. There's a forest a couple 100 feet away. There's some trees.
Duly noted.
You hear some birds, some crickets, a couple of hoots from an owl.
Do they sound natural?
Make a nature check.
Oh boy. I'm not a Boy Scout. Are you kidding me? 19!
Scout honor. I've never been a Boy Scout in my life.
Wonderful.
Yes, unlike the DM sound effects, they do sound completely natural.
Aw. Okay. Sounds good.
So, DM, I know tongues let you understand any spoken language here, so if it heard any language before, would it be able to read it? Like if Art had heard...
No, you would need comprehend languages to be able to read it.
Don't have that one. Okay. Thanks.
Not a problem.
Dead.
Believe you me, I have comprehend languages on Fridays, and the number of times I wish I had tongues kills me.
I'm the opposite right now.
Some say the grass is greener on the other side.
Oh yeah, and that's not a cleric spell. I was going to say you should have access to it, but it's not a cleric spell. Bard, sorcerer, warlock, and wizard. Okay, so you guys managed to get your portal door locked up. Art's poked their head out back. Has seen the wilderness. I'm just very aware of what's out there. Anything else you'd be doing before you head up to bed for the night?
I would spend my 4 hours of non-sleep to read that book about the rings that was left on my bookshelf.
Okay.
Oh, and
Go ahead.
I'll get my sword back from the bag of holding, where
Yeah.
it has been for a while.
Sorry, it's been a long day. I forgot about that.
No, it's okay.
I would like to have a little chat with my my scroll pal from the library and ask if maybe he knows the words on the door.
Okay. Bear with me a second here, trying to find my
I don't know how I would summon him. I'm probably just holding up the little clasp going, hello? Hello?
Okay. Go ahead and roll a D100 for me.
Oh, God. Give me a sec. No, this is fine. 40.
Okay. Let's see here. I did not, second here. I'm just trying to pull up my notes for. I did not expect.
Did you not expect me to remember that?
No, I've got that still on side. I did not expect Fury to jump at the ring so quick.
Oh.
So I gotta grab my notes on that real quick. Okay. So, as you're sitting and you're sort of fumbling with this, in real and just again sort of going through your own mind, going, okay, I know Lydia prays, I know art studies, and Fury can do all those things. So, and you just keep looking and sort of like holding on to this thing, trying to reach out to this strange, otherworldly entity that had spoken to you in the library. And 30 seconds, a minute goes by. And then you get almost what you feel, almost like it's a flash, like something trying to reach out to you. But something is blocking. So as you're reaching out, you get this flashlight, almost like a sound, like you can feel a force coming, charging towards you, and then all of a sudden the feeling dies, and it's gone.
If I like hold it up, does that work?
As you're trying,
Are you trying to
moving
get
around,
better
it's just
spell
that
reception?
Yeah.
it seems like the sensation is gone. Whatever interrupted the connection or the attempt, it seems like that. Somebody threw a racquetball down at the ground and it just went careening off some other direction. And then we will jump over to the moment to Furia, as she has picked up a book. And as you start flipping through it,
I will love you forever.
there is apparently
Forever and
love
ever.
forever.
Just one.
There's much love to be had
What?
somewhere.
Oh, I put him in the bottom.
You start As you just
Oh, so I'm sorry. I didn't know I was on. Oh my god. I just.
you are fine. We are teasing away. You
My
start
boyfriend's
noticing
making
that
fun of me now, too. Okay.
as you're flipping through, there are sections of it that are written in different languages. The first couple of chapters you do find do appear to be in common, though. It mentions about a very high-ranking Zentarum agent who was overly ambitious and of a more devious mental bend than most of his fellow Zentarum. He was responsible for mostly handling ambushes of like high priority merchants and messengers and things dealing with royalty. Eventually, what he learned was that there was an extremely powerful magic user that had perished many years before. His name only remembered based on his works. A book titled Mazentul's Runes that is said to contain instructions so that anyone with the proper equipment and location would be able to forge a ring of spell storing, as well as information on construction of rings that become guardians upon command, as well as all of his research on fire and flame. This book references that this Zentarum agent has been known to have found the book and found some of his other items. But when he was slain, and when his companions... when he was slain by his slayer and his companions, they only found 2 small items. The book and some of the other belongings of this individual were never found. The last thing that's printed in that you can read up to this point as you're going through it over the couple of hours is it references that he made multiple rings that, should they ever be activated again, contain great power. And then as you're starting to flip through, you see things that look like some of the characters in as you flip through some more of the pages trying to get anything further, a lot of it you're not able to make. Just like the lettering of the alphabet doesn't make sense to you. But some of them, as you're flipping through and you're scanning through, okay, whatever, nonsense, you'll catch an odd word or name in Elvish. One of them that jumps out is Anathis. And the other one that jumps out to you is where are we? Oh, okay, I am just going to put this one in Roll20. It is Tashala. No, not like that one. Leave it to, Okay. But everything as you're reading through it, there don't seem to be any images in the book as you're flipping through it.
Yeah, I'd search for anything else that I could make out. But if that's all I can glean from it, I'll put it back on the shelf and arrange my monk's head plant near the tree somewhere and turn in.
Okay. So we've got Furia and Sarah. Is there anything the other three of you would be doing this evening?
Stretching out in the bed.
Yeah, just be.
It's nice.
Yeah, I just placed my blade on the stand and my armor on the dummy that was there.
Easy enough to do.
I think I will be looking at what books are in the shelves that I've been provided with.
Oh, okay. So go ahead and make an investigation check.
Oh heck. Hello. Can I use the natural 20 or do I have to do that before?
I'll say sure, why not?
Okay.
Because I completely forgot to mark who had it anyway, so...
Art
one.
and I
Yeah.
both have one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so let me turn on Snowmoons, because...
Oh,
Still trying to find a time to use.
So, why are you not showing up there? Oh, because I have to... there we go. Okay, so now we got Art's Snowmoon's turn back on. We're going to leave Art's off. So give me just a second here. You're going to see as Art is flipping through this. I'm going to say... And... Oh. Okay, that's... Okay, check here. We'll go. Okay. So as you are... Oh, what's happening? My Discord is jumping all over the place.
no, it's fine. I went to the wrong call.
See, it keeps happening.
Okay, so as you are flipping through, a lot of them are just your general purpose, like almost like intro to magic type books as you're flipping through them. Like, oh, okay, if you're going to be using spell components, here's how you properly cultivate, mistletoe to make sure your plant is growing and you're able to continue harvesting the proper ingredients. So you get a lot of stuff like that from this. You do find, though, with your Nat 20, there is a single book that does have a number of incantations within it. And you find a rather small spell book tucked within. And it's a good thing you burned your nat 20 because you needed an 18 to find this little sucker. So, in the spell book, you find... I am just going to... Are you in roll 20?
Let's see.
Yes, you are.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just going to copy this into Roll20 for you. I'm going to rattle them off real quick for our viewers at home and the rest of our players if anyone's not in there. So within the spell book, you find the following level 1 spells: Alarm, Burning Hands, Charm Person, Chromatic Orb, and Color Spray. You also find the following level 2 spells: Alter Self, Arcane Lock, Blindness, Deafness, and Blur. So I don't know whether or not you have any of those, or if you have all of them or none of them, but that is what is in the book.
Sounds good. Let me see. Looks like I have maybe one. So, looks good to me.
So now, keep in mind you do have, from a ways back, you do have that, I guess I'll phrase it, the special spell book
Yes.
that you look at, the waterproof and fireproof one, that you can copy these into, or you can copy them into your original one if you'd rather. Just keep in mind which spell book you're carrying with you as you're traveling, or if you're taking them all with you.
I feel like I need to copy all of my spells into the waterproof one and use the non-waterproof one for my adventures.
Would it be
Like a journal. Is it bad?
I'm not in the room.
Okay. Yes, you are.
No, I'm not here. Granny's talking to God.
Granny's in the bedroom going, I want to stab him. You want to stab him again.
One more.
It's like when the cat or the dog's dreaming and you're watching the light go.
Yeah.
This is just Sarah with a dagger in the head.
She's sleep stabbing.
Oh my god.
It's horrifying. Sarah, it's your watch. Stab. Okay, and the night manages to pass for the rest of you without any issue. Given the time, it is an hour per spell level, and I know you've got the coin to copy him over. So just keep in mind, however many you're choosing to copy art, you can basically you can get up to, I'll say, 3 hours worth of work this evening before you got to turn in if you want the benefits of a long rest. So you can get you can get a level 2 and a level 1, or 3 level 1s into a spell book to bring with you.
Okay, I need to check like way back to see the ones that were in the original.
Would Art tell us that he found a spell book at all? They found a spell book at all?
You'll have to find out in the morning. Right now, everyone's in their own room getting ready for bed. So realistically, all your spells were in your initial spell book. I know you had started copying over into the new one.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you went broke doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I know you burnt like all of the money you had made in the first few.
Yeah, I think I copied over like 2, and then that was it.
No, you guys have made more coin than that. If you went broke, because it's 50 gold a spell level, right? I can't remember. It's been a while since I've had to do it.
Yes, but I was quite broke. I didn't take a lot.
Yeah, and that was also before we found the dragon horde, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was back. That was even before Sarah was around.
Yeah, I don't remember Art doing more spells after we found the dragon. Or at least he didn't. They didn't say so.
They mostly were just like doing magic with candles for us, and then we owed
Yeah.
them candles. We still owe you candles.
I mean, I'm okay if you give me some. If not, that's alright.
Granny will get you many candles.
Terrifying.
And I guess before Snowmoon goes to bed for the night, he would plan to wake up early to try and find that basement with the dummies
Oh, okay.
that
Yeah,
Lydia mentioned in the morning, but he's
Yeah,
not going to do it now.
Easy enough to find it is you know there's only a couple of doors that you hadn't gone through on the first floor.
Okay.
And so yeah, as Art's going through and taking care of their stuff, we will jump ahead to the morning. So Snowmoon, you are up bright and early as you had requested. Grab your supplies, make your way downstairs. You had found the supply closet, which is across the hall from the entrance to the basement.
Okay,
So as you
so-
open the other door, and you see the dark stairway climb down, as you take that first step in, much like Lydia had seen, all of the candles just one after another, whoosh, 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 all the way down and start curving off to the right.
Yeah, he'll just keep pressing forward, not
Okay,
hesitating.
As you make your way down to the bottom, eventually you come out, step onto about a 5 or a 7 foot sort of, we'll call it rim around the room. And as you step forward again, you hear that same. By this time, it's a much louder, almost like a gas fire. Just as the room is about 2.5, 3 feet up, just rung with this rim of fire surrounding the room. You can see just past this little lip that you're standing on, the ground turns into sand. And on the far side of the room, there are wooden training dummies.
Yeah, so he'll kind of like look down at the sand for a second, and then like he steps on it. It feels like stable. It just
No, it's like a set, almost like a playground or like a outdoor sand.
okay. Yeah. All right, so he'll approach like the nearest dummy, and he'll stand silent for a minute, and then he'll take out his blade, and he'll start just taking swings.
Okay, go ahead and make an
At the
attack
double.
roll for me.
Okay. That is a 12.
Okay. 12 on the die or 12 after your modifier?
12 with the modifier.
Okay. So as you bring the sword down, you start to go through. You watch it. Now it basically looks like a wooden stick. 2 arms sticking out, a shield on one, a wooden sword on the other. As you bring the sword down, you watch as the shield comes up. It blocks,
Oh.
and it sticks the sword forward towards you.
Oh.
And that's a 7. So
Oh.
as the sword comes forward, it's it just misses wide, and then
Okay.
again, shield comes back down, and goes back into its stationary position.
So after he sees that, and then he'll, now aware of kind of what's going on, he'll take like a swing in the opposite direction to see.
Okay, go ahead and make another attack roll.
It's a 16.
Okay, so that one will definitely hit. So go ahead and roll some damage.
All right. That is 10 points of slashing damage.
Okay. As you carve into it the other direction, you watch as the dummy rocks backwards, and as it starts to come forward, it goes to, again, make that same sort of forward motion with the sword. And because you knocked it back, it has disadvantage, and that is a 2. So again, it just goes, as it's coming back up and it's turned a little, it just sort of goes off to the side, and then, like one of those sort of clowns that sort of eventually rights itself back up, sort of.
Yeah, so he'll just continue that for the early part of this morning.
Oh, okay. So what are the rest of you doing as Snowmoon has discovered a wooden responsive punching bag? Over the course of assuming you're down there for an hour or so,
Yeah.
over the course of that period, it does manage to hit you 4 times.
Oh.
So
Okay.
you do end up taking 2 points of damage,
Okay.
which again is when you go up and just take it away. It's I won't call it damage. We'll say it's 2 points of fatigue. You just need to take a little bit of a
Okay.
rest. You don't have to burn any hit dice or any actual resources.
Gotcha.
2
Let's just-
ouchies.
Yeah, basically you've got a couple of splinters in there. You got to sit down for half an hour, and pluck the wood
Okay.
shards out of you. But nothing long term.
I go knock on Art's door when I deemed it was a reasonable hour, as I probably also woke up pretty early,
Mhm.
and would ask Art if they could understand anything in that ring book, just to make sure. Art, beg, 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 beg.
Mhm.
Art!
That, hello, good morning. I think. Is it morning?
Yes, I have a book for you to read. I don't know. I mean, I can read the comment in it, but I want to know if you know anything else about it.
Ooh, a book. Okay. Just give me a second.
They will dress as much as they can, and then they will grab said book.
Okay.
Just, I mean, I know what the common part says, but can you read anything else?
Let's see.
Okay, so as you start flipping through this, a lot of it, Art, you notice only more because you had copied it over and spent a little bit more time paying attention to it. There are quite a few points in this that have that same alphabet that you copied off of that door down the far end of the hallway. You do manage to recognize another single word that Fairy did not recognize, and this is in Abyssal.
Mm.
Give me just a second. I gotta jump over here. Okay. I'm just pulling up so I can actually put it into Roll20 for us here. Because trying to spell these out is not my friend. Okay, come on, Roll20, where are you? There we are. Okay, Khaltoum. And that is printed on, again, as you're flipping through this, and Fury, I should have mentioned this as well. These sections that you're seeing that you found those 2 words you recognized in, and now the third that Art's found, there are 7 of them.
And I don't recognize that word at all. Or
No, so you so you recognize the word Khaltoum in Abyssal.
mm-hmm.
And I guess the closest thing in common to that would be burning cold.
Oh, fun.
Like that's it. Again, it's that sort of sensation you get when something is so cold that the nerves in your body are unable to tell the difference between cold and extreme heat.
If anybody in Canada knows about the minus 40s or 50s, you know what this is. Anyways. Yep.
Well,
When the dice tell the story, and I'm just saying that because this whole aspect came as a result of somebody rolling for their trinket,
Oh.
and that person being a Canadian, and then, oh wait, the wizard who might be able to tell us more about it is also a Canadian.
Oh no.
Oh, Canada.
It's a
thanks,
horrible
Art.
sensation.
Maybe we should look into getting something that could help us read stuff. We seem to be running into this problem a lot.
Maybe I should look for some language books or something.
I don't know, I'm not very good with, a whole bunch of languages, but yeah, this book was left in my room by, I guess, our benefactor, and I don't know if it's been helpful or just gave me more questions. But yeah, I'll see you downstairs.
For sure. This is interesting.
I'll flounce off, put the book back on the bookshelf, and head down to breakfast.
Okay. Sarah, Lydia, what would the two of you be doing?
Granny's going to make breakfast.
Lydia's going to wait for breakfast.
Okay, Granny, what you making?
I'm thinking blueberry pancakes with fresh whipped cream and strawberries.
Delicious.
And folks, you now know why I hate Monday nights. I
Yep.
start the stream at 11 o'clock, hungrier than when I started. And at 11 o'clock
Also
at night,
good.
my butt is not making blueberry pancakes with fresh whipped cream and strawberries.
Also gonna take some of the fruit we got from the orchard,
Oh yeah.
and I'm gonna like cut it up and put like cinnamon and butter on them and kind of make like a like breakfast cobbler out of it.
A creme brulee.
Okay, maybe I'm cooking after stream. Okay, so as most of you are starting to meander your way down, Snowman, even you're starting to smell this downstairs. It's not meat, but there's something going on up there is smelling pretty good.
Oh, the bacon's getting started already.
Eventually, the group of you find yourselves preparing, assuming everyone would be joining for breakfast at some point. Eventually, you're all back together, and the day is yours.
So, I was thinking about putting the magic circle on the door. It's not magic circle, what's it called?
Glyph?
Glyph of warding.
Glyph of warning, thank you. Glyph of warning on the door, this glyph on the door this morning. If any of you else had anything else you'd like to contribute, I would do it on the front door.
It sounds like a good plan after last night.
Yes.
Well, since they were after the safe, that's all good and back in place? Does the office have a lock on it?
I don't know. I
Would-
can go back. No.
The only problem is that I don't have anything. Oh no, I could do that for the back door. Okay, never mind. I guess I can do it for the back door too then. But then I'll be low on the high end of spells for the
Well,
rest of the day.
It's going to take us a while to get to where we're going to be going.
Doesn't mean
Sure.
nothing will happen.
Right, but we're not going to be going into the mouth of a turtle. You know,
No
Just
one
walking
plans
down the
on
road.
going. Oh well, we did plan on going to the mountain.
And we had this house for less than a day, and it was already broken into. So
well, like the man said, it popped up out of nowhere. It's bound to attract some attention.
That's true.
But I think we should do the glyph and make sure everything's secured and go on our way. Breakfast, of course. Eaten first.
Okay.
Okay, there's.
Yes, Art.
I'm sorry, I'm vigorously looking at books and trying to make sure that.
Would one of the spell books be in front of you?
Oh boy, probably.
Would Art have told us what spells they learned? Or were in the
No.
book? Okay.
Is Sarah still in the kitchen area, or is it at this time?
Yes, she's making some tea.
Okay, so I guess I was at the table at this point, and I'll get up. I'll just say I'll go check and see if the food's almost done, and I'll head in towards the kitchen.
I would like to pour a little extra something into the tea, DM.
Oh, okay. Well enough. Not a problem at
Do I roll for Dex or?
all. Snowmoon and Sarah roll initiative for me.
Oh,
Oh, wait, this is not a comment thing. We're just going to see how timing goes.
Tiny
Oh
initiative.
boy.
Yeah, 'cause that'll
16.
dictate if you have to make a roll or not.
Yeah, I rolled a 5, so.
Okay, yeah, no.
16.
So, as you're preparing the tea, you get everything finished up. You get the cups out, everything on a little tray for people, and Snowmoon comes walking into the room.
Okay. I'm gonna finish up pouring one for each of us. And I'm gonna go look. Oh, Snowmoon. Could you help me bring this in?
Oh, sure. And I'll take the tray, I guess. Before we eat, I just wanted to say about yesterday that.
Oh, we can talk about that once we all get to the table.
Okay, because it got pretty intense yesterday.
Again, well, at the table, dear.
Okay.
I'm gonna bring the rest of the food and everything in.
Yeah, I'll follow with the tea.
Okay. Now, so it comes out, and there is pancakes and cobblers, and I think she said she was making bacon. She's made tea for everybody.
Wonderful. Too bad there's a way we can't arcanely lock the doors. Just saying.
Is there?
Lydia, I think your glyph is good enough.
Okay.
Plus the,
Just wondering.
experience of having a grave in our yard.
New home, fresh grave.
I'm just saying.
You know?
What if someone came to the door that if we wanted to?
Could you
Well,
deactivate
who would
it?
be coming to the door that we would want to?
Say we hire a random person in a different town, which we are prone to do, and we would send them straight back to the place.
I'd rather not hire a random person.
You just hired a random person.
I would tell him to go away. I don't want him here.
You just
about his
hired what?
his
You just
background?
hired Mina.
No,
Yes.
We offered our assistance.
we offered our assistance to free his family, maybe. I didn't talk to you guys about it.
We
Oh.
If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. I was thinking, if we went and broke out his family, then he would come work for us, but we haven't done that yet.
And then it will explode him as soon as he walks into the front door. Good idea.
Don't make it
We would tell him
exploding.
there would be a glyph. Also, I would think we would be
Then
here
he'd
to
sleep in the front
introduce him.
yard.
And Lydia, it's your spell. You would know that there is a way to provide a password to the glyph, if I remember correctly. So if they speak the password, it deactivates the glyph.
Okay.
I'm like 60% sure on that.
What do you want the glyph? What do you want the glyph to do? Like as soon as you hold the cross the threshold, or turn the doorknob?
I would say as soon as they step in the area in front of the door, or touch the doorknob. I don't know if we get deliveries. Do deliveries happen in the middle of nowhere?
If you pay much enough, I think.
Why would we get these things
And what would
delivered here on
we
second
deliver
thought?
today?
Yeah.
As you're all sort of having this discussion, anyone who wants to can go ahead and make an intelligence check.
That's a nat 1, so I evened out my good luck.
I'll sure try.
I got an 8.
Uh, 15. No, wait. 17.
Snow Moon?
Can't count.
He decided not to actually.
Oh, okay.
If that's he just.
That's absolutely fine. And Art, did you make one or no?
Yep, 15.
Okay. So as you two are listening to Fury and Lydia sort of go back and forth joking about why no one would ever deliver anything out here, both of you stop to think for a second and realize, no, they probably delivered the food and most of the other supplies to this location.
Oh.
It's again, you probably think that, again, should you choose to pay someone, they would deliver additional supplies to you, but you're pretty sure, you're pretty much in agreement with them that random people aren't going to show up and just give you free stuff.
Won't have any proselytizers.
Not as of yet. There aren't enough. Well, there's very few who know that you reside here. So
I don't know how to say that word correctly. Okay.
Soliciting?
Yes, we'll go with that. All right, I will
And-
choose.
hold on. We just had Discord pooed on us again.
Oh no!
No!
Give me just a second. I have to.
Oh right, I need maths for this. Crap. I'll ask the DM when he's got.
Hang on just a second. I'm just. What's weird is
Fix the
each
screen.
person has to have their thing on this switched for some reason. Okay. And what's worse is when I change it, it immediately reflects on both. Okay, there we are. Sorry about that, folks. Our beautiful cast is all back with us instead of just my floating mug. So, okay. Who was that saying what now?
Soliciting?
I was wondering if if there would be spell components around the new establishment.
What exactly are you looking for?
Diamond powder.
I'm assuming that is specific for a glyph of warding.
Yes, I didn't even think of that.
Okay, let's see.
Did we get any diamonds when we were at the Dragon's Hoard?
I don't think we got very many gems.
No, there weren't a whole lot of gems that were rolled. There were only a couple. Most of them were in jewelry.
know
For this,
that,
because
I know
Yeah,
that
but-
Art had some components in his room, so I didn't know.
yeah, that something like that's a little pricier than what you would typically find. Most of what Art found was basically just run of the mill dirt cheap stuff. But for this, where it is a spell that you would have prepared, we'll say for this, one time freebie, your god poofs down
Okay. Thank you.
basically 400 gold worth. So you got two castings of it.
Thanks, God. Okay.
As you watch as Lydia's like,
yeah.
"Oh, I know I got him somewhere, man. Oh, they're there.
Thought I misplaced this. I need 2 hours. Please don't interrupt me. I will be in deep concentration, which
Alright,
never really happens.
Do we need to leave the house first, or?
Oh God, I don't know. No.
I mean, I don't want to
well-
trigger it by accident.
Mechanically, it depends on how you choose to set it up, Sarah. So you can give people a password so that they can go, basically, so they can say, whatever password or passphrase you want them to, and perform the action without triggering the glyph. Likewise, you can not set a password, and everyone will have to get out first, including you.
I will set a password.
Okay.
I'm thinking of one right now. In my 2 hours, so go about your business while I think of a password.
Oh boy.
Okay, so Lydia's going to take care of securing the property. What are the rest of you doing as you've apparently got a couple of hours before it is time to depart?
Well, Lydia, before you go, don't you want to finish breakfast?
Sure, of course. I will. Thank you, Granny.
Welcome. I
Well,
hope
would
everybody.
like to leave this morning, so it's hard to travel in darkness for some of people here.
True.
So is everyone sitting down, eating, drinking, finishing up breakfast before they go and take care of their business?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I need everyone to roll a
Probably.
d20.
Oh no.
Granny, what did you do?
I will
19.
use my nat 20.
God damn it!
Getting pretty close, though. Not sure if I'll
Okay.
have another chance.
So.
You were the important one.
Yeah.
I got an 18.
I got a 4.
I got a
Okay.
17.
Okay, give me a second. I gotta go back in time here. Okay, so we had an 18, a 4, a 17 from Art, and what did you roll, Sarah?
19.
Oh, okay. Really? Okay. No, not accessibility mode. Okay.
Hi.
So, everyone is fine, except for Lydia. So,
Who had things to do?
Lydia,
Yeah.
you are now. Let me see. Let me check my verbiage here. Okay. For the next. Let me see. How long is it? For the next hour, you are unable to lie.
Okay.
You are aware that you have been compelled to speak the truth for the next hour.
Okay.
You do still have the ability to remain evasive so long as you remain truthful.
Okay.
The rest of you,
Right.
Let me just see here. Yeah, the rest of you succeed on your throw, including you, Sarah. Unlike so basically, Lydia, you're affected basically by Zone of Truth. The rest of you saved against it. You all get that sort of feeling where something didn't quite sit right, but then it's gone. Sarah, as this is not a spell, you have no idea if it did, like what took.
Does everyone enjoy their tea and breakfast?
Yes, very much.
It
This
was good. I never
Why do
really
you-
liked tea, but hey,
Why do
it
you
was
ask?
alright.
Why
Why
not
do you-
ask?
But why do you ask like that?
Like what?
You didn't hear her tone of voice?
No.
It's a new kitchen and I wanted to make sure everything still tasted good. I'm not used to all this right now.
I have to fart.
Lydia, are you
What?
feeling alright?
It's a little weird, honestly. Like something happened, but then something didn't happen. I don't know, or something didn't happen. I don't know. I feel funny. Would Lydia feel funny? Like that she knows something's going on a little?
it is pretty funny.
Oh my god,
And
I
it
did not
is pretty
expect
sad.
that.
Funny.
You're aware that you are being affected by something.
Okay, well, I didn't
it's-
mean to tell you that. I don't know why I did.
It's you're not
Very odd.
you're not compelled to answer, like you're not compelled to speak the truth randomly. But if
Oh,
someone
well, I will do that anyway.
Yeah, it's like if someone looked around the room and said, "Oh my god, who farted?" Lydia couldn't say
Oh.
it wasn't me.
Oh, well, she shared that anyway.
But it's so you can't deliberately lie, but at the same point it's not you're not being forced to just blurt out things that come to you.
Okay.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry, that was
I-
hysterical.
I guess, like, feeling like that maybe the tea didn't go down right, and I've kind of seen, like, I've seen Sarah be a bit duplicitous at times. Do I, like, have any?
Make an insight check.
Inside check.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a 21.
Sarah, what is your deception modifier?
Deception +7.
What is happening?
Oh, okay. Go ahead and make a deception roll. I am going to say make it a disadvantage,
Okay.
as Snow Moon has seen some of your modus operandi before.
So 18 was the lowest one.
18 on the die or 18 after your modifier?
18 on the die, so 18 +7.
She's as you're looking at her, Snow Moon, and you're certain you've seen Sarah, you are certain in your mind, but as you're looking at her, you're going, no, she looks a little funny at first too. As you watch, she has that same sort of almost like sour milk look for a couple of seconds, or like something just didn't quite sit right, and maybe she did something, but if she did it to herself too, or maybe some of the food they bought is bad. You know, it's hard to be 100% certain.
I do think that possibly the fruit might have gone bad in the bag.
Yes, that is. I suppose that's possible.
A couple of the apples were very bruised, and something might have fermented, I do think.
it does seem like whatever it was, it was in your meal too. So
Probably why I'm gassy.
Might
It's
be.
odd if
Might be.
something is bad to serve it to yourself. But Lydia, shouldn't you get going on those? You know, I'd rather leave sooner than later.
I'll leave. Unless anything else happens.
Okay, so Lydia starts heading off. First, you have a little
Yep.
bit
Yep.
of. So, anything else anyone would be doing over the next 2 hours?
I would like to. Do I know about the? Lydia told us about the basement, right?
Yeah.
Training basement. Okay. I would like to go to the training basement.
Okay. Easy enough. As you head down the stairs, all the candles light up, and again you see, as you walk in, you notice that, as you get to that little ledge, doesn't seem to be anything, but as you look out into the sand, you can definitely see Snow Moon's footprints heading out towards one of the training dummies in the sand.
Okay. I'm gonna go to one as well.
Oh, okay. He's having, again, very similar setup, just standing there, shield up, looks like a toy wooden sword.
Does it have like any other items on it, like the illusion of like carrying like a bag or something?
Not in this area, not what you're seeing here. It looks like these are just straight, literally just like straight combat dummies.
Okay. If I walk around a bit more, is there any that look like a pickpocket kind of?
Go ahead and make
Testing ground.
go ahead and make an investigation check.
Okay. Uh, 12.
Oh, okay. So you walk around, takes you about a half an hour as you're sort of walking around the sides of this room, looking at different areas. You do find, as you basically from the entranceway into the room, we're trying to map it out in my brain again. Right hand side, so there's this sort of, again, I'll call it like a ring of fire that's about 3 feet around on the wall. It's 3 feet up on the wall. It just illuminates the room. As you're sort of poking around, you find underneath that far right-hand wall, there's actually a small, looks to be, lock on the wall itself.
I go over to the lock.
It looks like a lock that you would see on a door.
Do I have? I have thieves' tools, correct?
I would assume.
Yes, I have thieves' tools. I don't know. I couldn't remember. I'm gonna try some old Skyrim lockpicking mini game.
Okay, go ahead and give me a dex check with your thieves' tools.
Okay. Okay, listen, you. That's 10 with my proficiency.
As you're going through and you're taking a few minutes, and all of a sudden you get that same sort of tingle in your fingers as the lock actually shocks you. And as it shocks, your hand actually goes numb. And your fingers are just hanging there. Only lasts about 10-15 seconds. But it's like, it's one of those things where you know,
Yeah.
eventually you're able to move your fingers. Yeah, if you want, you can go ahead and give it another shot.
I would like to give it another shot. I'm gonna try it with my Dragon Corp. Confetti die.
Come on, confetti.
Okay, so that's 14.
Oh, okay. As you're going through it again, same thing. You get that little bit of a shock, and the fingers go limp for another couple of seconds.
Okay. We can do this. One more shot. Big money.
No whammies.
Thank you.
10 again!
Oh.
Oh no.
As you decide, it's literally this. You gotta the fork in the electrical outlet. Just literally right flat on your back. Just seeing stars for a couple of moments.
Oh my.
Those of you upstairs, Lydia, you're probably, off in your own world mentally. The rest of you do hear a resounding crack come from downstairs.
And
Yeah,
just a shot.
And can I can tell that it's from like the training room too, or not?
Well, that's the only area that any of you know downstairs.
Yeah, I guess for that reason I'll head in the direction of the sound I hear.
I'm
And
gonna
start
try
heading
again.
down there.
Oh, okay.
Big money.
And while Sarah's on that, Art and Furia, would you be doing anything as you can see Snowmoon start heading down that way?
I would follow just out of interest, because I've never been down there yet.
Oh, okay. Art?
Probably the same.
Okay.
12.
Oh no.
Again,
no.
that same... It knocks you flat on your back. It seems like each time that you fail, it's... The reaction to you is getting stronger.
Tiramisu!
About this time, as you're getting ready, it sounds like you're getting ready to make another attempt. Snowmoon, Furia, and Art, you make your way down to the bottom. Oh, we just lost Art.
Nat 1.
Oh no. So do I
Okay. So
see
as
her
you literally as you two are coming down around the corner, you can see it looks like Art is Art. Sorry, we lost
I'm
Art.
Sarah.
I went Art in the brain. You can see Sarah looks like
Babe, you're not in the car.
Sarah's doing something to the wall, and all of a sudden you hear this loud crank, and this time there is a flash of light. As Sarah, you are literally tossed 5 feet back into the sand, and you take again. We're going to call it 1 point of fatigue. So basically, it's a temporary hit point loss. So you don't need to expend anything to get it back, but if you do enough, it will knock you out.
One more time.
Okay. As you watch it, Sarah gets out. Dust the sand off, you charge it back over.
And he kind of like smiles, saying her like, stand back up and like ready to face it again.
Okay. 17.
Hey!
Hey!
And as this time you're like, you hear, and
Ah!
the entire section, about a 2.5, 3 foot section of the wall, pivots inward.
Ooh.
And as it pivots in, you see there is that line of flame that had been circling around the room. As it opens wide, the wall hits another section, and you hear as the flame continues down the hallway.
Ooh.
And then it gets about 15, 20 feet down, and then stops.
Kids start going.
And as you're walking down, you can see about, because this is giving a little bit of a glow of light to it in the room. As you get to where it stops, welcome back, Art.
Hello.
You can see just past where the light sort of dies, there is some sort of figure standing there. And you can see it is just covered in bells.
Oh, sick. Okay. I'm gonna inspect it a bit, like Like,
Oh.
is it also covered in like pockets or?
You do see some pockets. It does have what looks to be a small pouch hanging on its side. You also notice that while it's standing there in two arms next to the sides as you're looking around, you do notice that on each side of the hands are what appear to be almost like small spikes or pins.
Like rings or like actual like spikes?
No, it literally it looks like somebody took thumbtacks
Okay.
and like glued them to the hand with the pins out.
Okay. I'm gonna pull out my dagger and see if I can like swipe the like lowest hanging bag off.
Oh, okay. So you're trying to like cut the bag off, or you're just trying to hit it?
Like cut it. Like basically if it was like spaghetti straps, just go like and then drop.
Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Oh my god.
Now, are the other three of you sort of following behind watching this happen?
I would have like walked up to her. I just didn't want to interrupt this yet.
Yeah, sort of standing at the doorway looking down the hallway. I don't want to interrupt.
I would have walked into the newly found hallway though.
Okay. 13.
Oh, okay. So as you try, you manage to get through one of the. Basically, it's similar to a messenger bag. It's not like a spell component or a coin purse. It only has one strap.
Oh, I was picturing coin purse.
So as you slash through, you manage to get through one of the straps, and then as the bag swings and you hear, as it hits one of the bells, one of the hands immediately comes up and swipes towards the middle. And that's a 3. So as you're standing there and you're going to get through, is the minute the bell rings, this hand comes swiping up and it misses. You see it coming and just step back and you look and it's almost slow motion as you see this hand full of pins sail right by your face.
Oh, this is getting interesting. Okay.
You also have the somewhat disconcerting feeling that you're being watched.
I have that all the time.
And you're, haha, I see you found the training room.
Oh, hello. Yes, I did.
But I didn't see this hallway when I was here this morning.
Oh, I had to unlock it.
Oh.
And I'm gonna kind of like fix the like Bride of Frankenstein hair that I'm guessing probably happened.
Just 110 that just tickles.
See, for this one, there's instead of swiping and dicing like you, I need to be quiet.
I'm like, oh, okay. And I'll start to look it over a little bit.
I'm gonna try like from behind the mannequin. Is there kind of do like a reach up, kind of like 2 fingers into a pocket kind of swipe?
Yeah, go ahead and make your sleight of hand check.
Okay, so this dice is going in baby jail.
Hello.
Yeah, that's again 12.
Okay. As you reach it and as you put your hand in, you can feel what feels like it's a little scrap of paper, a little bit of card as you go to pull on it. What is your AC?
It's 14.
Oh, okay. As you do that, you get all of a sudden the arm gets cocked back like this. It just doesn't hit. It sails over the top of your head. But it's just, as you reach in and go over that pocket, it's just instinctively the arm comes back like it's trying to hit.
Like elbow. In
Yeah,
the face,
basically.
I'm guessing.
Oh, sorry, you. Whereas it's just, I'm sitting here going like this. You guys can see it. The people at over just all of a sudden randomly see an elbow appear.
So that this is gonna be harder.
Come on, go. Try again. You can get it.
Aw. Aw,
Aw.
thank you. Okay. Let's try this again.
Oh, no, Emmy.
Okay. So hang on. 18.
Oh, okay, so as you're talking to someone a little bit and you just calm down again, so you can get the feeling back in your fingers. And again, you reach up, this time going for a different pocket, 2 fingers in, pull out. And all it is, looks to be a small card. In common it says, next one will be harder.
Ooh, like a challenge. Must be a little luck dragon for me.
I'm gonna say that's a snow moon.
Aww.
Gonna go for another pocket.
Okay.
13.
Okay, you pull out the first one, then you reach in and go for another one, and this time swipes back down with the hand. And
Ooh.
misses again. That is a 9. It is just swiping back. It doesn't. Not having the same luck I was with Snow Moon earlier, but it seems to be bouncing through. And about this time, Lydia, you finished up with, as it's been quite a while between them coming down here and you do that, you've probably finished up with both of your spells at this point. And you can't find anybody, but you do notice the door to the basement's open.
Okay, so now what I want you to do, Snow Moon, you're going to bump into him, and that way I can swipe. So while he's distracted, okay?
Okay. Like
Okay.
this and like.
just regular old oopsie daisy nudge.
All right. And I'll just like step into it, just kind of
Okay.
shoulder it a little bit.
So,
And while he's
go ahead.
while he's doing that, I'm gonna try to go for the pocket on the other side.
Oh, okay, go ahead and make your sleight of hand check with advantage.
Okay. Thank God it was with advantage. Never mind. That's
sure?
a 9.
What?
Oh, okay.
What'd you get, DM?
Nat 20.
Oh,
As Snow Moon bumps into this, and just give him a little bit of a check, like you would do in a bump and grab on a busy street.
Mhm.
It's just enough to knock this enough off kilter that it reaches out, literally, like any person would, reaches out in one hand each direction. You both take 1 point of fatigue, 1 point of temporary damage through your training. As both of you now have these small pinpricks, Snow Moon in your chest and Sarah right up on the side of your neck as it just reached down and sort of brace itself as Snow Moon bumped into it.
But yeah, I winced in the back. I was like, oh, that must have gotta hurt.
Oh, Sarah, you alright?
Oh, it's like bees.
Alright.
I'll tell you, with what you guys go through on a daily basis, I mean, it's already healed. You're already starting to feel better.
Okay.
But you get the feeling that whoever designed this is, a little bit of, let's
wasn't
torture him,
bad.
but I don't actually want to hurt him. I just want to hurt him.
John
Yeah.
Kramer, but not quite.
That wasn't too bad, but we'll keep practicing and you'll get it.
Oh, I'll get it all right.
Good.
Okay. So, Lydia, would you have wandered downstairs, or would you just be waiting for them upstairs?
Just waiting.
Okay.
Figure they're all down there just checking out the dummies and stuff.
So about this time, you guys are pretty sure that the amount of time that Lydia said she would need is probably passed.
So, do you want to head back up? I think it's been about 2 hours by now.
I think I'm fully a pincushion at this moment. You were right, by the way.
Oh, about the tea.
Yes,
I thought so.
it wasn't honest, but I thought we could all use a little powwow, a talk, but seems you can't force that sort of thing.
Oh, yeah, I guess not. Maybe another day.
You can tell the others if you want. I don't mind.
I mean, if you want to, you can. I don't know if it's my place to say, but
We'll see.
maybe at some point we can talk about these kind of things without having to drug one another's tea.
That was plan B.
Well, it was a good morning of training. I'm gonna head back up.
I'll follow behind. I want to try one more.
Okay.
I'll follow behind Snowmoon. Because I was there listening the whole time. Just sort of leaning on the wall. But I won't say anything.
Okay, try one more. Come on. One more. One for the road. Dang it, it's 13.
As you're, try one of those as you step by, just a quick grab and run. And you can hear a couple of the bells go off as you take off sprinting. And yeah, that's a 7. So you can hear a couple of more bells ding, 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 as the arm you hear the it just misses.
Woo! And I'm gonna do a jump and run towards the other two.
And eventually the group you make your way upstairs. You find Lydia prepared. Lydia, what is the password you set on your spells?
I thought of a good password for this figure on the inside house. That is Petrichor.
Ooh,
Okay.
Petrichor.
Same password for both front and back?
Yes.
Okay. Are we ready to head out then?
One moment, and I'm gonna run to the kitchen and then run back out with 5 little hobo sacks of food.
Very nice. Bindles. Bindles.
The biggest one is for you two, and I'm gonna pass it to Snowmoon and Lydia.
Thanks, Granny.
Of course.
I'll take it, I'll sort of look at it, and I'll put it in the bag of holding.
Careful, don't let it go bad in there.
I don't think it can go bad in there.
It's fine. It'll be fine. The thought is nice, but really, I can feed myself.
I know.
I could probably feed all you as well.
I know. But it's still nice when it's already made.
And fresh and delicious.
Well, it's from this morning, so not extremely fresh, but
Delicious. Pretty fresh. I've been on a ship for longer.
Exactly, more fresh than most of us
True,
usually
true.
get.
As much as I love him, I don't think I could ever eat hardtack again. As much
You're
as
spoiling us, Granny.
Hardtack. Yes, that's the stuff with the wheat and the gross and the beetles sometimes, right?
Yeah, goes good with grog.
goes good with not being eaten.
Yeah.
Might as well have stale crackers at that point.
No, this house is much better as opposed to the ship. I mean, no offense, Lydia. With your
No,
captain.
just what I got used to for a while.
We could rock the bed for you a couple of times if you want to feel seasick at night.
Think I'm good enough rocking the bed on my own.
I don't know about that sentence, but okay.
So we've had fart jokes and rocking the bed. Yep.
Sorry, I think those were both me. Sorry.
You're a woman of the cloth.
Oh my goodness, I love
Yeah,
it.
that's it. That's pretty much on par. Let's just.
I'm sorry, guys.
No,
I'm just goofy tonight.
it's
Every
wonderful.
D&D cleric I know.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Diana gets a little. Yep,
Hey, DM,
gotcha.
not feeling the booty calling me from that guy over there? No, Lydia, I can make the bed rock on my own. Wait. So eventually you guys speak your password, head out the door, get everything locked up. And as we prepare to call an end to tonight's session, which direction are you heading off in? As you had three initial directions. You had Candlekeep, you had Orlumber, and you had... I'm confusing my names here. You had Orlumbor, you had Candlekeep, and you had Succumber. Why did I have to pick everything with ER at the end of it?
I don't know.
I believe we decided it was Succumber at the very.
Right, that's what you had
Right.
initially decided. Now you also have this potential option mentioned with Dragon Spear.
Yes.
Okay, it's Dragon's Spear. I thought you said Dragon's
Where-
Home.
Me too.
No, Dragon's Home was the island that you guys were on.
Right.
That's why I was worried. I was like, wait, now we have to go back to the
Yeah.
island.
No, we're
Yeah.
not going back to
That-
that place.
Okay, well that may have been DM mistake then. If multiple of you heard Dragon's Home, that I could have misspoke. Yes, it is
Okay.
Dragon Spear Castle.
Okay, Dragon's
Okay.
Dragon Spear. Okay.
Do we know where that is?
So you
Yeah.
guys actually have a map that was in the property. So this is something you would have seen
do.
Dragon Spear Castle
Okay.
on the map.
Because I'm pretty sure we went to like either the
Oh, it's
farthest
circled
one.
already. Okay.
Yeah, I put a blue
Miss
circle
Circle.
around it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we,
Then we
we,
go
Thank you,
to-
DM.
we
It took me
decided
a
to head
second to
toward
spot.
Succumber,
Yeah, so we
but
could- I think we could head north first and keep our plan, and then maybe while we're in Orlumbor, if we want to go to Dragon Spear. Unless
Take
somebody
a
else.
lay of the land.
Might as
I
well.
mean, it's,
Now, just DM will ask, and again, if you don't know, that's okay. I can try to around. How are you planning on going to Succumber? So again, we know you're heading up north, so you can go through. If you're Northway and looking at the map, there's the Boriskir Bridge that's just sort of northwest to you, which leads up to the next part of the tradeway through Dragon Spear Castle, or right near it if you wanted to bypass it. That would lead you all the way up to Daggerford, and then you can take the Delmere River over to the over to Succumber, or you can try to bypass all that and go through the Highmoor.
I feel like if we go to the Borskier Bridge and then make a left through Troll Claws over to a lumber and then just go through the forest, or just
We're
just
not
straight?
going to a lumber. We're
Yeah, I
going
thought
to
you
Succumber.
guys just said Succumber, which is up
Yeah,
further
Succumber
north.
first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's-
Succumber's on the north side of Highmore.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, if
Oh.
we go to the Highmore, I mean, I can produce food and water.
Could go to
I'm pretty
Daggerford
sure
and see
Lydia
if
can also do water.
city. I can do water, but I can also secure us passage on the river too, cause I get some sort of ship's passage thing. So we could do that, and we could go to the city and get supplies or something too, if we take the road.
That sounds good to me.
For instance, I'd like some new mail.
Mail. Oh,
Mail?
right.
Uh,
The
Chainmail.
metal
Oh.
kind, yes.
Okay.
All right,
Chain mail.
let's go to the bridge and then on to past the castle and onto the road.
Okay. Then that is where we'll call an end to tonight's session. Before we disappear, one last thing to decide is the Nat 20 for next week. Anyone at home? We still got some viewers left in chat. Anyone want to throw a vote there? Or any of our players have anything they want to call out for this evening?
I'm gonna sneeze.
Lydia for taking the truth spell
Oh.
serum literally.
Oh, sorry, yes.
Absolutely.
And I was torn because it's initially my vote was going to go to Sarah for deciding to go through with dosing the party,
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
and
I
then it,
talked to Matt about that a while back.
it's got to be like 2 or 3 weeks now. It's been a little while,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like,
And
okay,
all-
well, it's fun enough that it'll open up interest roleplay. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, wow,
And then everybody.
everybody. I mean, I bumped the DC up for what it normally. This is a DC 11 thing, but I said, you know what? It's being sold by this poisoner. It's going to be a little stronger. Okay, nope. Everybody's still safe except for Lydia. Then
Lydia.
Lydia.
No one cared about Lydia, just say anyway, so it's like, Lydia, you have to tell the truth. Okay.
So we will give it to Lydia for next time.
Oh, thank you.
As that was that definitely, and don't forget, all of you do have DM's inspiration for next time.
Right.
So as our party has apparently decided, they are going to be heading along the tradeway up to Daggerford, and then from Daggerford, trailing over to the east to get to Succumber, as they have been advised that there is goings on up there that are in need of their assistance to right the wrongs of some strange black-robed individual. So until then, folks, remember, the next time the stab-happy granny asks you in a strange inflection if you're enjoying your tea, make sure to really question if you're going to trust her. And don't forget to add your proficiency bonus when you make that saving throw. Y'all have a nice night. We'll see you next week.